The Foundling, episode 4 of season 3 of The Mandalorian is here. Things get better in this episode. If anything, they get weirder. I wouldn't say they get worse, but they get weirder in this episode of The Foundling. We are basically at the tribe's covert. Everybody is like training. We've got the Foundlings are training up. Grogu's not really having any interest. He's sitting there playing with some crabs. But then Mando's like, you need to get involved over here, big man. So he picks him up and he challenges Boto Katin Gris or Boto Katin. That's not his name. I can't remember what his name is. He's the son of the main guy. See, at this point, man, I've lost pretty much all faith in this show. You've got the young guy basically saying to Mando here, if he's too young to wear a helmet, he's too young to fight. And it's like, well, that's pretty much on the money. Ragnar, as this kid's name says, gets told by Mando, one does not speak unless one knows. Big, spooky, dooky, quack, quack. But essentially, each of them is given a dart launcher with 3 training darts in it, so whoever hits the most points on the other person wins. But this is weird, right? Because Ragnar hits Grogu with 2, but he gets 2 rounds, and then in the 3rd round, Grogu hits him with 3. So why didn't Ragnar just fire off 3 at Grogu in the 1st round or the 2nd round? To me, this made absolutely no sense whatsoever. I thought it was quite stupid. And then out of all of a sudden, this big, massive, giant, like, bird reptile creature comes down, picks him up, and he flies away. And then at this point, this becomes a rescue mission, essentially. And they all head after it. And eventually they do get to the bird where they're all sitting there. They're like, right, well, let's come up with a plan, but what we're going to do, and then they plan it overnight. But as this is happening, Grogu is getting some armor. So the armorer is forging some armor for Grogu, and he experiences a flashback here to where it shows you the Jedi Temple. Grogu is even younger here. He's on the planet Coruscant, and he's in his pram as we're introduced to Kelleran Beg, this Jedi. And so what point is this? What point of thing is this? But see, like, if it actually explained it to a decent level, right? I feel like this entire show and series is just very confusing. Like, is this similar time period to when Anakin attacked, basically turned heel, and you attack, Revenge of the Sith or whatever? Is this pretty much what this is? Who really knows? Nobody really knows. But we see this flashback, and essentially, Beg enters hyperspace, and yeah, he's got Grogu with him. So really, kind of confused about if this flashback is ever going to lead to somewhere, but I guess only time will really tell in that department. Back to the bird, essentially, Ragnar's dad loses the plot and like runs in. Then like the 3 chicks pop up, like the baby chicks, and they're quite big. Even the baby chicks are quite big, which is quite massive and concerning for the Mandalorians. The Mandalorians, and then the dinosaur turtle, as being described, rises up. It's about to kill Ragnar's dad, but then they manage to basically lay the smackdown with it as it crashes into the water. And what's the word? Carise. She saves the day. Lovely jubbly. Everybody's saved. We go back. It's all good. It's all good. And the armorer just says, this is the way. And then Carise leaves. She looks at something on the wall. We're not too sure what that something on the wall is, but for this episode, for this review, I actually just can't wait to finish this show. Like, and not in a good way. I just want to finish it so I don't have to worry about reviewing it, because it's not that good, honestly. But anyway, guys, I'm going to give this show a 3 out of 10. This episode. Episode 2 got a 4. Episode 3 got a 2. So we're in the halfway point. So, leave your thoughts down below. that is it for Fog Entertainment and The Mandalorian. And until next time, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.